From heartbreaking setbacks to nail-biting finishes, Elliot's 2023 NASCAR Cup Series journey has been an emotional roller coaster. With his latest controversy with Denny Hamlin, things are turning pretty intense. And in the next few minutes, you're about to experience the kind of extreme highs, lows, and must-win circumstances of Elliot. So, join us on NASCAR Zone as we go behind the scenes of Chase Elliott's recovery journey in an out-of-the-ordinary season. But before we dive into that, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. There were many things that were similar to what Bubba Wallace did to Kyle Larson last year and what Chase Elliott did to Denny Hamlin a few weeks ago. In both cases, Wallace and Elliott right rear-hooked Larson and Hamlin, taking them out of the race on purpose and putting them at risk of serious injuries and other bad things. Since the two events were similar, NASCAR had to make sure that the punishment for both of them was also the same. And it was like that. Chase Elliott was also banned for one race, just like Wallace. Elliott said that he knows and respects NASCAR's choice to ban him for one race. He said this before he came back to race at Sonoma after serving his ban. Elliott stated, as reported by Fox Sports,
I certainly respect the penalty. I mean, you look at, the situation last year and yeah, I mean, I get it. I respect their decision. And at that point in time, when you get told that decision, you just put your head down and start thinking about the things you can control, because you certainly can't go back and change the past, right? So I think for me, it's just been all eyes on trying to go fast here, this weekend, put together a good race.
During a recent news conference, Chase Elliott discussed his ideas and experiences. When questioned about his performance, Chase stated that he was pleased to have advanced to the second round.
And I feel like my first lap of our session was solid. I missed a couple areas, and that was going to be the big thing, was if you could get it done on the first one and not have to run again. So, and then I made a pretty big mistake on my second run, and I was honestly surprised we got through, so that was encouraging. And then I about wrecked there in 4 on our last lap, so that was, wish I could have gone a little faster, but I'm just glad I didn't wreck it, because I was very, very close to not driving this car tomorrow. So yeah, but like I said, definitely good to get through, and we hadn't made a second round in a while, so that was nice.
When asked if he watched the race he missed from home, Chase said yes, just like everyone else.
I was just at home, so yeah, just nothing special, just kind of watching like everybody else.
Denny said that you called him, but he didn't want to speak for you. Can you give us any insight into what you told him?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I feel like that conversation's private, personally. I mean, I don't feel the need to announce certain things to the world. Everybody kind of has their own opinion on that, but we had a really mature and good conversation. I thought about it, and I'll leave it at that. It was just a private matter that I don't really think needs to be in here.
Adversity seems to have become an unwelcome companion for Elliott. At the start of the season, he suffered an unfortunate injury while snowboarding, leaving him sidelined for a grueling 6 weeks, leaving him eager to make a triumphant return in Martinsville. However, even after serving his penalty and striving to regain his stride, Elliott endured further setbacks. He was unable to participate in 7 out of the 15 races leading up to the Sonoma weekend. Reflecting on his roller coaster season, the 2020 Cup Series champion candidly acknowledged that perfection is an elusive goal.
Look, life happens, right? Not everybody's perfect, and mistakes are going to be made. It's you're gonna have tough times. That's just part of it, and I can't change the things that have happened. I certainly wouldn't want to miss the amount of races I've missed this year. I feel like I've missed about half of them. So yeah, I don't want that. That's not me doing my end of my job, right? And that's being here at the racetrack and doing my part for our partners and my team and our fans and all the people that make this go. So yeah, I certainly, I don't love it. I'm not proud of it by any means, but we're in the position that we're in, and I can't change the past. So all I can do now personally, and all we can do now as a team, is keep our eyes focused forward and make sure we're doing our part to prepare the best we can for the upcoming races and execute the ones that are here in front of us.
Despite the challenges and setbacks, Elliot's focus remains steadfastly fixed on the upcoming races. His goal is to secure a qualifying berth by clinching a race victory. Fortunately, NASCAR recognized the exceptional circumstances surrounding Elliott's suspension and granted him a playoff waiver, rendering him eligible for the playoffs. As it stands, Elliott currently occupies the 27th spot in the driver's standings with 11 races remaining in the regular season. Although he has yet to secure a race win, he has managed a solitary stage win and 2 top 5 finishes in the 8 races he has competed in. Meanwhile, the NASCAR Cup Series has witnessed 10 different drivers capturing race victories and securing their spots in the playoffs. Elliott, without a win to his name, finds himself trailing 98 points behind Daniel Suarez, who currently holds the 16th place. What do you think about how the next opportunity that Elliott is going to have? Let us know in the comments section below. And be sure to hit the bell button and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. Chase Elliott, who competes in the NASCAR Cup Series for Hendrick Motorsports, has been through a year full of ups and downs and is one of the drivers competing in the 2023 season. After 2 unexpected breaks from the top level of stock car racing, Elliott is now in a situation where he has to win. As we go closer to the second half of the year, the native of Dawsonville, Georgia, is working hard to turn his season around and improve his chances of making the playoffs. During the Toyota/Save Mart 350, which took place during NASCAR's stop in wine country on the West Coast, the 27-year-old driver finished in 5th place. Elliott and Hendrick Motorsports were betting on a different tire plan at the end of the 350-mile road course event. They wanted to make their final run longer to jump the field and hold off the competition at the end. The number 9 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 driver's plan worked out in parts, so Chase Elliott talked about how the end of the race felt from his point of view.
I don't think we were as good as Martin or Kyle even probably there at the end, but yeah, thought we were solid. Felt like we needed to do something a little different with strategy, so we did, and that put us in a position to really have to stay out there at the end, and ultimately I think it was the right call. I was just hoping more guys would do that. You know, there was a handful that were on our strategy, the 4 and a few others, and would have loved to have seen all of them today. I mean, I don't know that it would have been enough to hold Martin off, but you get strung out there for just a few laps and you never know. But nonetheless, it didn't work out, but to get a top 5, I was pretty happy with that.
NASCAR journalist Bob Pockras posed an intriguing inquiry to Chase Elliott when he inquired about the rationale for the reduced amount of cautions that occurred during Sunday's race. Elliott didn't know what to say, but he hinted at the strength of the field and the better road racing capabilities of the next-gen car. After taking a week off from competition, NASCAR will resume competition at Nashville Superspeedway with the Ally 400 on June 25, 2023 at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time. A week has been added to Martin Truex Jr. and Joe Gibbs Racing's celebration of their Sonoma victory. There will be a week-long break beginning next weekend before the second half of the season. For the 3rd year in a row, a Cup race will be held at the 1.333-mile paved circuit. Once again, Hendrick Motorsports should be the favorite going into this weekend. Kyle Larson won the first race in 2021, and Chase Elliott won the second race last year. Only Larson and Ross Chastain have managed to finish inside the top 5 in both events. Compared to Denny Hamlin, Larson has led more than twice as many of the race's 600 laps. Talking about Elliott, there is no race this weekend, and he has to win only 10 more to make the postseason. He led the race for 42 laps last year and won at Nashville. With a large number of available playoff slots, the competition is sure to heat up. The new Chicago track, the last race of the regular season at Daytona, and the Indianapolis 500 are the 3 most significant events held on highways or streets. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos on NASCAR updates. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.